Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Those of you who know me already, welcome back. And those of you who don't, my name is Sunamoon and I am your channeler, your nimit, your medium today, which means that all the credit goes to my masters and source for doing this download. I received it via auto writing, so it's a very detailed download, and this was also followed by a vision and a very solid physical experience in the physical reality. So your divine masculine is consumed by your thoughts. This download is for divine feminines, and his mind is solely focused on you. He is thinking about you, the eye contact he had with you, and your smile. He loves your smile. He is a man of inner work. He is very dedicated and devoted to source, and he doesn't look at women with the lustful eyes. He doesn't even look at women. He just very is focused into his daily chores and his inner work. And I think the reason why he is so connected with you is because some of you are very much connected with source. You have a special connection with God. Even in the days when you were extremely programmed and life was very different, you were probably in a limbo state, or you were going through different experiences which were taking you closer and closer to who you are now. Even at that point in time, your connection with source was everything for you. You could be living a different lifestyle. Now I think you live a lifestyle which is whereby people can say, yeah, you live a certain type of routine which is very godly, but you still don't do things that other people do. You're not a ritualistic person. If there are people around you who go to the church a lot, you don't do that. If you're a Hindu also, you don't do too many rituals. You're not going to the temple and doing a lot of things that other people are doing. You are a person, you have a personal connection with source, and source loves you a lot as well. And this divine masculine is also very dedicated to source and very connected to source. So he feels the same connection with you, like you love God, he loves God, he's a person of God, and so are you, and you have this special bond. So when he noticed you, even for the first time, at that time there were other distractions around him as well. And due to his aura, there were all these other eyes on him. And of course, the same is with you. You have also got other eyes on you, but all the people around you both, whether someone is staring at him or looking at him or thinking about him or trying to create a cord connection with him, same with you, those people are just all time wasters. They are not the genuine, real connections. Also, all those distractions are nothing compared to your masculine. The distractions around you, they don't have that type of quality that your masculine has. Those people are just there to waste your time, teach you some lessons, act as catalysts, and that's it. DM also initially had brushed your thoughts away because he didn't want to get distracted. He didn't want to go off his path. He thought that no, this is not the time for me. But as of now, he feels, due to divine timing, he feels that you are a very special person for him and you really matter to him. Like, in many ways you matter. There is an urge inside of him whereby he wants to pursue this connection in a way that a proper commitment is formed or something is formed. But again, as I said, he's also a man of divine timing. He's also a godly man. He's also somebody who lives in his present moment. So he's gonna follow the synchronized path and the most practical path, or he's gonna let God do it. Something is going to happen, just the way you met, and it was not planned by you. You didn't do anything. You were not in your chaser energies when you spoke to him. Although there is going to be a talk about the chaser energies in a short while from now. So he didn't want to get distracted, but now he feels you're not a distraction, because there's a magical exchange between you both, which he recognized immediately. He was not interested in anyone else, and you know that. You know that as well. Like, you know the other guys are very capable of connecting with other women, or they're not looking at you or thinking about you in the straight line. They're not that trustworthy. But with him, you also probably could have tested him out. Like, he was not staring at you, or he was not flirting with you, so why would he flirt with anyone else? Like, he was not even giving those vibes, that he could be interested in anyone. But yet, when the time came, or when you both interacted, his way of talking to you, his way of looking at you, his way of communicating with you was really beautiful. So his eyes were also looking for you. I mean, as I could sense, or as I could see even in the vision and all the stuff that happened in the physical, what was given to me is that he did like you even in the beginning. But at that time, he kept it to himself, okay? And he was busy, you were busy, so there was no chance of, or the surrounding was like that, the environment was like that. But when he was in his free zone, you can say, and you were also in the free zone, and you both were in a certain place where there was no other option but for you and him to actually consider each other. You were not in chaser energy, so you didn't even think about it, but he was looking at you, thinking about you. He wanted to get to know you better, and when he got the opportunity, he did so, and without any lust. Okay, there's no lust being shown to me as of now. I mean, you guys can get into a personal session for your own situation if you're into something and you're confused, and the details are given in the description box. And you just have to book the session and you have to let me know about it. The email address is also given in the same description box. So this man believes in true love. For example, type of love that exists between Sri Ram and Sita. Such a beautiful kind of love. And this person, this divine masculine, has been committed to inner work. But in his heart, he's not thinking about a path that's about renunciation or that's about sannyas, or neither he was given that type of instruction. He is pretty much a householder, so he always wanted to share his life with someone who could be his true love, but only true love. He just wants true love. He doesn't want anything else. This masculine is going to take a very real and strong step in this direction, because there is a mysterious energy that he feels towards you, a positive pull. And the divine feminine also has to become more and more independent with every passing day, to a point that she never even ponders on the hows. Like, how is it gonna happen? How is it gonna take place? Because the physical identity is very limited. By nature, it is very limited. So the feminine needs to give the complete total control to the higher self, who has unlimited ways to make things happen. He's also a healed masculine who stays busy in the present moment. He's not in survival energies. He's sorted with a lot of other things like resource generation and managing his lifestyle. And the reason behind this is he got a lot of nurturing and support in his childhood, which the feminine did not receive. But there is a positive side to this, because the neglect that feminine got turned her into a street smart person, a hustler. And she could take care of other people, she could take care of responsibilities, she could handle a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of love that the feminine has given to a lot of people. She might not have recognized the people correctly. She might have gone out of her way for the wrong people. She might have forgiven the wrong people. Like, I'm talking about the personal forgiveness that we give and seek sometimes, which can be really uplifting to certain people. So she is someone who lived a life which was full of love, but she had to learn the lessons. And because of her own honesty and conviction and purity of heart, she's the one who got ascended before the masculine. Her Kundalini got awakened before him. She didn't even do anything specific to make it happen when it happened for the first time. But then later on, of course, she started doing inner work and she started doing research. And once it happened, and it took some time, it took some time for her to even try to understand what's happening. It was lingering on. Now, in between, you can say, not last from now, but in between, few years were very difficult. And she was in bit low energies for those years, but that was also for her good. Now the time has changed for her. The wheel of fortune favors the honest divine feminine who doesn't love God because she wants something from God. Most people, they go to God, they go to the church, or they go to the temple, or they go to the mosque, gurudwara, wherever they go, they just keep asking God for things. It's like a wish fulfillment machine for them. God. Every time they go to God, God give me a house, God give me this, God give me good kids, God give me husband, God give me wife, God give me job, God give me that, whatever. The person that I'm channeling for, you already know that whatever is written for you in your destiny, you're gonna get it any which way. You're not concerned about those things. You want God to give you God's love, strength, power. You want God to help you, give you courage to face every situation that comes to you. You know what love is when you talk to God. You might not have seen this love in a lot of humans, but you do feel the love with God. Between you and God, there is love. You feel that. That's a really important place to be in, actually. And just about anybody cannot understand a woman like this. Any Tom, Dick and Harry cannot understand. Even people in spiritual ascension journey, there are lots of people in spiritual ascension journey who are just there because it's a trendy thing now, or they just somehow enter it. Maybe in this life they're not going to go to that level of knowledge or understanding or peace, but they're on their way. They still cannot understand you. Somebody who also has a special bond with God will understand you, because then you'll have similar energies. Her love for source is true. It's not for materialistic desires, wish fulfillment that she goes to God to. Your meeting with Divine Masculine also happened on its own. The physical connection happened effortlessly. Therefore, is the Divine Feminine who also needs to fully let go of everything and let God take over. And then marvel in the daily chores which happen organically and spontaneously. Now, for those people who have not met the masculine in physical, and you could be wondering by now, oh, I've not met the masculine yet. Or you could be just listening to it because you resonate with it, You may not have met anyone that you specifically feel that, yeah, this could be my masculine. Even in your case, your meeting has happened in the astral already with the masculine. And with due course of time, you're going to get the knowledge, or you're going to get the understanding. Everything will be shown to you. Whether you've met the masculine or you've not met the masculine, but the connection that you have with source is more important. Your meeting with masculine, whether it's in the astral or whether it's in the physical, it is a meeting of two pure souls who are made for each other. It's written in the stars, kind of thing. The masculine is searching for a way to make this connection turn into a serious commitment. He's contemplating, and it's better that way that masculine does it, not the feminine. Masculine is also less emotional, more practical. He is also drawn to the feminine in a way that he feels responsible about her, and now he can somehow feel her presence in his daily life, daily chores. Whether he's met her or not, doesn't matter. Sometimes when you're about to meet a person or you're about to give that commitment, there is a time frame where you know that that person exists somewhere. You still love that person. You've not seen that person, but you know that person exists somewhere. In some part of the world, that person exists, and you already feel connected with that person. And it would be nice, you feel it would be so nice to meet this person sometime, but it's not running your life. You're not desperate for it. You're not going crazy for it. You're normal. You're like, yeah, I know it's gonna happen. I know that person's gonna come to my life sooner or later. That's all right, because I gotta do my stuff. I gotta prepare for it. I gotta be ready for that person or for that situation, or God's gonna make me ready for it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, kind of thing. So these two narratives are running parallel in today's collective reading. We have both type of people here. He doesn't carry guilt or shame, so he's not in lust energy. He does not fear about work or future. Sometimes he does fear about certain people who matter to him. He does sit and fear about what's gonna happen if he loses somebody. Like, he does contemplate a lot about life and death. That is something he contemplates a lot about. So, feminines, it's time to become more and more detached. Don't rush towards the masculine. Don't do anything. Just observe. God is teaching you actual practicality. You have to fully eradicate the chaser energy, even if it's in the mental body, which means that if you have these thoughts, you're imagining things, you're imagining meetings, phone conversations, anything, going out together, their responses towards you. A lot of people do that, right? Law of attraction says dream, daydream, visualize, but that's the wrong law of attraction. The correct law of attraction is actually about not going so crazy for desires and letting it be. Let go and let God. That's the correct law of attraction. If people are going to keep thinking about their desires all day long, my goodness, they're not in present moment anymore. So this chaser energy has to go away from everywhere. And if you already know this person, then you need to maintain a bit of a distance. By distance, I mean to say that you don't have to do anything by yourself. You have to question yourself. You have to question your intention. You have to question your actions. What if you're going to a certain place because you know the masculine is gonna come there? No. If you like to go to a certain place, you go to that place. If you like to dress up, you dress up. If you like to be into certain scenarios, you're in that scenario naturally, organically, or because it comes to you with a sense of love and affection, not because you feel that, oh, you can get to see him there or here. Even if it's about making plans about something, then let this person make the plans, let this person do everything, figure everything out. You just observe it. That's it. That's all a feminine is supposed to do. A female is supposed to just observe and let things happen. Receive. Even as you listen to this, The connection between you and your masculine is becoming very strong. The pull between you is undeniable. They are deeply immersed in feelings for you. Now, this person has to understand your need for inner work. This person has to understand that you're not a person who's into the physical stuff too much. You are very organic and spontaneous. And you also need time, because love cannot happen in a day or two. So if somebody is in a big hurry, that's not a good energy to be in. Everything should happen on its own. So pay close attention to your own reactions, responses, and self-talk. And resist the urge to make plans in your mind also. Don't even make any mental movies on how things will unfold and how things will take place. The need to control needs to go away. You need to trust in divine timing, because the universe is already aligning things perfectly and you are already walking in the right direction. You also are doing incredibly well, because if you're a person of inner work, if you're focused on source integration, other than all the feedback that's given to you, which is for your good, which is to help you out, the message is also telling me that it's for those people who feel a genuine, intense connection with divine, God, ascended masters, spirit guides, whosoever matters for you. If you resonate, then your journey is guided. Some of you, you should know it's guided. It's guided for a lot of people, but people don't know it, which is why they never reach to that point. What is the true gift? To be aware. If you're aware, then so many things happen on its own. Some of you may even come from a long line of intuitives stretching back to 4 or 5 generations. So stay the course, continue trusting, and remember that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Keep going, because your spiritual connection is your greatest strength. It's not your weakness. Anybody who tries to tell you you're weak because of it, don't listen to that person, because your connection, the spiritual connection with source, that's the thing that's leading you to everything you're destined for. Everything is already happening in the right divine timing. So let the masculine come to you on its own. I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.